Hi there, this is Jen Kitzmiller with the National Weather Service in Missoula, and I have your weather planning briefing recorded on December 3rd, 2020. So a few of the highlights for this week. Going into next week, we're really looking at continued high pressure going all the way into early next week, roughly Monday. We will be seeing an increasing chance of some moisture and precipitation beginning Tuesday of next week, and then a cooler northwest flow late next week into the following week, which could start increasing chances of some snow even into the valleys. Here's a look at our current satellite imagery. With high pressure overhead, for the most part, we're enjoying sunny skies, light winds. I will point out, if you look up north across the Mission and starting to extend up into the Flathead Valley, there is some fog and low stratus. And that is likely going to continue to spread here over the next couple of days. So that is going to become a little bit more of a concern. We're not expecting overly widespread dense fog, but it is possible we could see some areas that have some slick spots due to the fog. So as I mentioned, that high pressure really is going to hang on over the area going into early next week around December 7th. So primarily this is going to be a dry forecast. We're really expecting little to no precipitation in this time frame. Valley inversions are going to continue to strengthen, so with that we expect to see some degraded air quality. And as I already mentioned, that freezing fog and low stratus may become a little bit more widespread, especially across northwest Montana and in north central Idaho. Already seeing it pretty widespread in the Mission Valley, spreading into the Flathead Valley. The change does start to come in as early as Tuesday of next week. The upper level flow becomes a little bit more westerly, kind of smashing that area of high pressure to the south. And so with that opens the door to bring in some more moisture. Some of our forecast models are showing this occurring as early as Tuesday, especially across northwest Montana, but possibly closer to Wednesday. This will be a transition period, but we are expecting to see increasing chances for precipitation. Snow will become likely for the higher terrain and over mountain passes. And valleys will likely see mixed precipitation, where we could even see some periods of some light freezing rain in the overnight or early morning periods. Now, beyond this, late next week and going into the following week, there are starting to be more indications that we're going to be entering into a bit cooler and possibly wetter pattern. I would say confidence is pretty high in the cooler side of things. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook for temperatures, which covers December 10th through 16th. And you'll see a pretty decent bullseye of below normal temperatures favored. And as we switch gears to the 8 to 14 day outlook for precipitation, you'll see we're kind of in the gradient between above normal precipitation just off to our east and below normal off to our west. There are some forecast models that are showing some of this above normal moisture could work its way a little bit further west. So there's potential with that colder and maybe more moisture moving into the area to have a snowier pattern, possibly even down into the valleys come mid-December. So just a heads up, we know we've had some dry weather. In terms of mitigation on roads, it's probably been pretty quiet, but it does look like as we get out towards mid-December, particularly, that things are going to be possibly shifting towards snowier and colder. Here's a look at the weather impact overview. We've highlighted some yellow on the map here, just kind of showing those areas where we may have some freezing fog and possibly some slick spots developing on roadways due to that. And then otherwise, we've highlighted Tuesday mainly for northwest Montana for potential for freezing rain and snow. And as I mentioned, the chances of both of those factors are going to kind of spread out through the rest of western Montana and north central Idaho as we approach Wednesday and the latter half of next week. So that's all we have for today. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call. We're always happy to help. And in the meantime, we'll speak with you again on Sunday. Thanks and have a great day.